Hi everyone, I'm planning to enter the expo. This is really exciting, cool stuff. This is where the rubber meets the road. As you can see, I'm just about to enter. There are more than 400 exhibits. I'll try to cover as many, especially in the areas of interest. I'll keep you posted. So just now met a great startup, and I'm not going to take a name of those startups because my job is not promoting them as such, but I'm just here to understand the kind of stuff that's being done in India. So I've got a very interesting startup who are coming up with custom-made GPU inferencing hardware. And I saw their inferences, I saw some of the examples. Very fascinating stuff. They are into Series A funding already. They are looking at it from a sovereignty standpoint, and their aspiration is phenomenal. They want to be a key player, and they essentially want to build in India and export outside. As you can imagine, they are targeting Global South. Cheap, high-quality hardware for AI inferencing, and not general purpose GPUs. There will be custom GPUs for specific applications. My next interesting company here. My questions have been fairly straightforward, the kind of problems they're solving, the impact they're bringing in, and how do they differentiate themselves in terms of the offering they're providing. To understand the diverseness of all the solutions that are being kind of solved through here or being demoed. So the company that I'm going to talk about, they are into CRM and customer relationship management, and they are using AI bots and some of the workflow integration to solve their problems. Now, when I asked them that how different you are in terms of other companies using the same chatbots, because everybody had a chatbot today. The interesting part came out, they are fully focused on India. They're already supporting 22 Indic languages. They are using models from Sarvam, and they are going to integrate with Bhashini very soon. So very exciting stuff. These solutions are going to make a lot of difference for MSMEs, specifically because their target focus area is not big giants. They want to support a lot of MSMEs within India and within the tier 1 and tier 2 cities. So off to my next page. Another fascinating company, and as their business model. So they are helping their customers run clinical trials with, of course, AI. They do have their own stack, and they are also looking forward to use AI course data. Right now, they are getting the data from public domains, which are not very high quality, and they are also getting some of their data from the private repositories they have from their clients. They are a very aspirational company. They're a global one with a large footprint in India. And they also want to be part of this story where they already have created a lot of values by helping their customers go through the life cycle faster with some of the dashboards and some of the language-based models they have tuned specifically for those tasks. So again, another fascinating story of how AI is impacting experts. Another very interesting company, a startup. What they're focusing on is end-to-end incident management from cybersecurity standpoint. I mean, those of us who build in enterprise platforms, someone like me who is deeply glued into healthcare IT, you all understand how important they are. The fascinating solutions they showcased me, they have end-to-end lifecycle management for any cybersecurity incident, starting from some proactive step till you resolve them, and end-to-end workflow management, which is amazingly awesome, as I can feel from the discrete systems that I've seen throughout my career. How much of effort and time this is going to save. And they have their own, again, custom GPT models. They are a Delhi-based company, again, looking forward to the Indian software ecosystem. So off to my next booth. Just met another great startup and a kind of young company. So they work in image processing, and some of the use cases they demoed us, it was amazing. It starts from mobility, like looking at the anomalies at the toll gates, if you're using the right fastags, looking at speed limits and all other stuff that the traffic police does. The other fascinating part was they're also looking at crowd management in all places, religious places, especially coordinating with local law and order agencies to identify miscreants or just see any abnormality in behavior so that any possible security threat can be immediately addressed. The most important innovation they have done recently is looking at the hygiene. So they are now penetrating into food industry, especially when food is served, food is cooked by different workers. They're looking at their behaviors just to ensure that they are following hand hygiene, they're following all other stuff that's required to make your food perfectly cooked, not adulterated, or there's no hygiene issue. So with that, I'm done with my first round in the exhibit 1. Still probably a good 300 odd stalls to go. I'll go by one and keep updating as and when I find anything very interesting. Thank you.